Hello and welcome everyone. Drum roll please. Yes, we have reached lesson 300 today in the workbook, A Course in Miracles. Well done everyone. Which means we've only got 65 days left of this year. Year 2021 will be over in 65 days. So we have this last lesson to finish in section 8 before we move on to section 9. So remember, we're reading through what is the real world at some point today. We're going to read through that paragraph for the last time in these lessons. So let us get straight into today's lesson. Remember, I always post the links under this video so that if you don't have the book, then all the information is readily online there for you. So here we go. Our statement of the day is only an instant does this world endure. Only an instant does this world endure. This is a thought which can be used to say that death and sorrow are the certain lot of all who come here, for their joys are gone before they are possessed or even grasped. Yet this is also the idea that lets no false perception keep us in its hold, nor represent more than a passing cloud upon a sky eternally serene. And it is this serenity we seek, unclouded, obvious, and sure today. We seek your holy world today, for we, your loving sons and daughters, have lost our way a while. But we have listened to your voice and learned exactly what to do to be restored to heaven and our true identity. And we give thanks today. The world endures but for an instant. We would go beyond that tiny instant to eternity. So only an instant does this world endure. So yes, the suffering is only here in an instant when you know who you really are and when you have stepped in to that true calling, like it said, like the serene sky up there, amidst all the clouds are the illusions. And when we realize that those passing clouds are not real, they are not the thing that is the substance, the thing that is ever present, is ever peaceful, happy, all of the good things in life is the sky. And that is exactly what we are. When we look up at the sky, we see the vastness of it, which is what we are as well. We are that vast, all expanding energy that is not just tied to a single little body with all its little if, ands, buts and problems and whatever is coming into its life. They are the clouded illusions that keep changing. The body changes. Look at when you were a child. Your body is so different compared to what it was then. And so you know you're not that because you're constantly evolving in this structure. Your energy is the structure of the eternal one. It's not a structure, it is connected to everything and it is just moving through you. So you're having like this experience through this vessel while you're here. And so expand the vessel into being a vessel of love, that wants to just express to everything around it that it sees it as it is and as you are. It's like you are the light and the light is you. And when you realize that, everything just becomes a joy to be around. And even the things that are bumping up against you, causing you problems, that is just your mind telling you that. When you really see beyond it, when you really see that everybody in this world is just, it's almost like we've all become very attached to this shell that we're in. And we've made a little story up and we're playing a little role in it. And we've become so attached to it so that when the vessel actually breaks, we think we're gone. That's it. Oh no. When my little vessel breaks, that's me finished. Well, that's not the truth. Because, you came in unknowing. You leave unknowing. It's like because you are the unknowing awareness. It's like it's not knowing because it's not attached to the meanings that the ego has given it. So it's always evolving, it's always expanding, it's going into experiences, it's looking at them, getting curious. Oh wow, look, people, this, that, and the other. You know, it's like having that experience, and it leaves it. It doesn't get upset. It doesn't see sickness. It doesn't see all these things that are going to sort of create an ending that the ego keeps explaining. You know, it's like, there is an end. Make the most of your life, because at the you know, you've got a finite amount of time, and then it's over, you're gone. That's because it doesn't know. It doesn't know the truth. There is an unknowingness. The knowing is the problem. It's so hard to wrap your head around. It's like, knowing is the problem, because if we knew, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be getting into these storylines. So the unknowing is what we need to sort of align with, because unknowing is because we're always going to keep expanding. So we're always going to be unknowing. We are just moving through, experiencing, we're expanding all the time. So while you're here and you have this moment in this vessel, expand with it. Allow the energy in it to expand with you. Become curious to the world. Become curious to what you want to. What is pulling your heart forward? What do you want to create and make bigger in the world? What do you want to do to make the world a better place? How can you do it in your amazing, unique little way? You know, because it might seem like you are just a separate person doing your own little thing, but what your impact on the world affects everything. So then you know you're part of the whole. So just the journey in the vessel is just to get you to experience the joy of love, expansion. And it is so tremendously impossible to put into words. I can't explain it. I can just feel it. You know, it's like when I align with that energy, I can feel it. I can't explain it in words. It's like words just, there isn't the words to explain what it is. Words are made up. The energy of life is just ever present and moving and evolving. It just does its thing, regardless of what we say, whether we get in turmoil, whether there's sickness. It keeps moving and it keeps expanding and it keeps creating. So what we need to do is align with that and just be in the present moment, unknowing, always expanding, always following the joy, following the thing that your heart leads you to, because the heart is really the intelligence. It's the intelligence because it has this way of pulling us towards things. We know when something feels right. We know when what we're doing is aligned with our greater good, because it feels that internal feeling of alignment. I can't again put into words. You will know it. You will know when you are connected to your truth. So today is about realizing that when you are in suffering, when you are in any of that, only an instant does the world endure. Because once you realize the truth, you know that when you pop into that, instantly you can come out of it and you can go back in to the expanding, glorious creation that you are, that you will always be, and that it's an experience. Every second is an experience. So choose to be in the light. And when you slip into a negativity or something that feels separate, struggling, instantly know you can come back to the peace, the alignment, and the truth of who you are. So keep reverting back to that truth today. Know that when you feel anything that is taking you off that track, you're in the enduring ego illusion. And you want to step into the ever expanding creation, which is what you are. So keep expanding. When you feel restricted, not free, it's just your mind telling you that. It's the meanings that your mind has made up, this identity you've created, and this thing, these beliefs that are pulling you in the wrong direction. Let them all drop to the wayside. See a whole new world today, because that new world is going to make you more and more aligned with your truth, and that new world is going to pull you towards the ever expanding, being that you are. So just move towards that today and have a wonderful practice as you find out more and more how wonderfully big you can really expand. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye.